Peace, love, and light, family. I hope you are doing well. I hope the universe is granting you all the wishes of your heart's desires. I hope you are manifesting your butts off. I hope you are rising to the top, leveling up, and I hope you know that you're protected at the same time, and you have so much going for you. This message right now is in regards to the cards that were pulled, and I'm feeling a heavy energy of hearts that were broken, that are in the process of mending. I see a lot of you standing firm in your power. I see many of you who have dealt with a lot of immaturity, of a lot of immaturity, and these are not necessarily very young kind of energy in the Knight of Swords. Not, and this is not necessarily in age, but in mental maturity when it comes to intimate relationships. The first card that came out was the Three of Swords, and when this came out, Spirit was saying many of you are choices. Many of you have been feeling like you are a choice, but you have yet to be chosen. You have been dealing with, when you're looking at this Knight of Swords, you have been dealing with a lot of folk who are very much physical driven. They're basically, in all honesty, they're just out there just for physical reasons. You see a lot of fire energy, a lot of passion here. The Knight of Wands is a very, um, person who's very hasty. They're very quick to come in, hit it, quit it, get it. Get it while the getting is good, get it when it's hot, and that's basically it. And these are the people that you have been dealing with. Many of you have dealt with them and are no longer dealing with them. But there's still a lot of heartache as it relates to um, these experiences, because these experiences have made you feel like you haven't been chosen. You haven't been chosen, but you have been placed in a position where individuals have made you feel like a choice. And many of you who have, felt this energy have actually walked away from a lot of these immature types of energies, um, especially a lot of the masculines who are very quick to, who are very hasty, just wanting to, get their physical needs met. Many of you haven't actually, you've had to learn your lessons the hard way, because you're so loving, and you're willing to give your heart, you're willing to give your all, you're willing to give your resources, your time, your energy, when you meet someone that you are connected to. But Spirit is saying that you get to change that. You get to change that, and you get to learn from those experiences and build your level of resiliency. Right now, you're a wounded warrior. You have endured so much. You have endured so much. You have been made to feel like you are a choice that has yet to be chosen. But Spirit is also saying you get to choose you first and foremost. If you see this, this Knight of Wands here, and this also is fire energy. This is someone who know that they have they have the ability to fight and go through and overcome, you know, heartaches, experiences, whatever it is that they've gone through. And this is what a lot of you are experiencing right now. You're in this energy of pretty much staying to yourself and reflecting on the energies that you have experienced, through these heartaches. And this is basically what it feels like: swords being driven through your heart. You felt like you've been betrayed, and you have been. Because your question is, you know, how can they break your heart? How can they let all of that you have done fall apart? Um, and I'm hearing Tony Braxton's song. How could an angel break my heart? Da 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 da. Why did it? Da, 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 da. And I know I don't know the lyrics. However, you're asking these questions like why? Why did all these experiences happen to you? But I want you to know those experiences didn't happen to you, they happened for you. And while you may have had people who have come in with the wrong intentions, who have come with the intent to basically, uh, they've come on a physical level, just straight up. While you have had experiences as such, Spirit is saying you can also look at the cup half full instead of half empty. Because while you have had those experiences, they have helped you to build an armor around you. Many of you are actually very much focused on you at the moment. You have chosen you as a result of not being chosen. Let me say that again. You have chosen you as a result of not being chosen. And that is always, always the way to start the process of starting over to new beginnings and new things to come. And oftentimes, if we didn't get those heartaches, we would continue to make the same mistakes. We would continue to not learn the lesson of valuing ourselves, of valuing the divinity in us, of valuing um, ourselves as empresses, because that's exactly who we are. We are able to not only go through those lessons, but learn from them and able to then turn around and manifest new and wonderful things to come. And speaking of that, speaking of manifesting, okay, so I'm going to take this right here. This is the other card that came out when I asked Spirit to give us some guidance as it relates to the issue of these heartaches. This is the spirit that came out, the spirit of Marie Laveau. And this is a powerful goddess, a priestess. And the interesting part about this message is my previous messages have been heavily focused on how many of you are actually going through your priestess training, your priesthood training. You are in the process of becoming your full, magical, powerful priests and priestesses. And what many of you don't recognize is that a lot of these heartbreaks, where you had to deal with people as such and build a sense of resilience, was preparing you for this. What does this mean? Yeah, you are now in a position to create You are now in a position to fully focus on your priestess and your priesthood initiations with the energy of Marie Laveau. Now, if any of you know the history of this priestess, she actually has roots in Haiti. You see here, it says good juju. Her roots are actually connected to Haiti. And this was a woman who did not play. She did not play. She knew exactly who she was. She had been through some things. She had seen some things. And as a result, she built a great level of resilience. And not only that, she was able to take her power and use it to manifest at will. Many of you get to know, Spirit is saying that those experiences that you went through are taking you through your priesthood initiation, are taking you through your priestess initiation. Again, Spirit is saying the difference between one who is initiated and the uninitiated is that the initiated understands and is fully aware of their initiation process. Now, some of you may be thinking, okay, you ain't going through an official, um, process where you're paying someone to teach you. But guess what? When you are being initiated, Spirit initiates you. Some of you are born priests and priestesses. What that means is you don't need someone to take you through steps A through B. In Haiti, those people are called, I believe they're called Hugon Makut. And those are people who are born, um, you know, with the divine knowledge and with this, and they're here, they're clairaudience, I believe the word is, and they're clairvoyant. They're able to see, hear, speak to spirit in the physical. And this is the situation today. Many of you are going through this process, and you get to know that that is what is happening, and you have so much in store for you in terms of what you get to do with that knowledge. Spirit is saying to be very careful, because while you are becoming and standing firm in your spiritual power, you get to remember that there is such a thing as karma, that what you do does come back to you eventually. So use that information wisely. Use that knowledge wisely. And use it for the collective in order to assure that the experiences of the human collective become more in the image of the divine. Okay? And that is the message that we have. And I'm just gonna, before I go, I'm gonna read what this card regarding Marie Laveau says. And she is number 7. And it says for her, Goddess of Good Juju, the Temple of the Ancestors. We've definitely been dealing with that throughout the previous message. Her element is fire. You see, there's a lot of fire energy here. And the message says, Great ancestress Marie Laveau was a larger than life New Orleans Vaudouin, a successful spiritpreneur. The famous voodoo queen first built a thriving business as a hairstylist. So many of you are beauticians, but you got so much spiritual knowledge embedded within you, buried within you, that's just trying to come out. Spirit is saying listen to those messages, because it will definitely not only help you to elevate spiritually, but it will also help you to elevate in the physical. Financial success is what I'm hearing. Marie Laveau's guidance. Great luck is yours now. You have been granted the greatest inheritance. Embrace your divine abundance. You have good juju. This is a time of increase for you. You are heirs to a rich heritage of divine prosperity. That's exactly what we just said. Accept your ancestral inheritance. Good juju is abundance. Luck is being supported by the universe. Abundance is the goddess way. Just as you want abundance for those who come after you, your creator embraces wealth for you too. And the goddess declaration is all I do is win. And if you recall, there was a message previously regarding you win. So there you go. Spirit is confirming again. You win. You win. Your inheritance is not only in the physical, but it's in the spiritual. You have divine inheritance that is literally coming from above at a constant speed and just waiting for you to tap into that good juju. All right, this is all I have for you. If this message resonates, please like, comment, share, and subscribe. Until next time, much love and peace.